Kelly, horrorfilm.com, fuel.com.
I need fuel. Hi, Kelly. Oh,
Oh, it's connecting to audio. Hi, watch your chat window for my timing. Say your name and outlet. You can begin.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
how are y'all today?
Really good. How are you?
Good.
Good, good. Thanks for taking the time to talk with me. I have a question. I really kind of respect Donna because she's so protective of everyone. What do you think drives her to be that way?
To be so protective.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's in her I think it's a combination of things. I think it's in her nature. I think she was raised that way. Like, I think the backstory that John and I have sort of talked about is that she comes from a survivalist background. So there's that. And then I think for me, the idea of watching a loved one, particularly a sibling, be so horrifically killed and tortured and being unable to do anything, I think that probably flips, in my mind, that's what flips Donna over into being the protector. I think her sister was probably Donna's protector.
I got you. I understand. Um, what do you think is going to happen to Donna this season? Well, I'm sure you know, but what do we expect for Donna?
I think she's going to be presented with some new challenges where she really has to go face to face, head to head with some people who have strong ideas that don't match hers, that she doesn't believe are safe or practical or useful. But also there's some relationships that are softer and really embracing of other humans that she hasn't really interacted with much before, and then one that she's always had a soft spot for.
Ah,
So we're
okay.
getting more of both ends of her. I hope that's what comes out.
She's definitely an interesting character, and I like that she's got that ferocity, that
Oh,
that desire, that drive to protect everybody.
I love that. That's one of the things that really struck me about her. She, like, it is mama bear territory. I'm a mom. Uh, I went through a period with my daughters that their health was impacted, and it was my running the gauntlet as a mom. And I know how it makes you feel. And I think so. I bring some of that into Donna's protectionism. And sometimes, like you do feel fierce and frightened at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And definitely she seems to be more willing to share now.
I think that's coming about for sure. I think we're seeing so many relationships build now, and so it's pulling little threads out of all the characters, actually, because the more interaction we're seeing, it's just enriching the characters.
Right, right. And like I said, I love her. She's tough. She's, seems so grounded and determined. And you have to respect that.
Yeah.
Have there been any scenes that were personally tough for you to film?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
tough. You know what? I don't think tough is the word. I think there were scenes that were more touching for me to deal with, and some that were really enjoyable, but quite I didn't know if I could meet the scene, but I do, at the same time I appreciate that challenge. But I'd come to work and go, oh, don't screw this up.
That's great. I love it. And Scott, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay, there you are. I have to ask about your character. He's got this very childlike demeanor.
Hmm.
Is that, you think, because he spent so much time alone growing up, or do you think it's something else?
That's a great question. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think it definitely has to do with his trauma. I mean, I think that there was, as revealed in season 1, he was left alone there for a very long time. And we'll, with the season 2, we're going to start seeing more of that memory, as he's the key to the past of that place. We're going to start, a lot more is going to be revealed about that and that time. And yeah, I mean, I think, there was definitely, he's a character that, as I've worked on him now for a couple of years, it's so much of it is uncharted territory, and it's so exciting to go episode by episode and learn something new about him for all of us, and to hurl ourselves at that. It's a beautiful challenge. It's just one aspect of him that I feel like there's just so much to explore in there. I think the memories make him regress to that age. I think the relationship with Ethan can make him regress, to that age as well. They have a very playful relationship in their own way, but they can also speak to each other in a very adult way as well. I think he's just, it's all the things. He's Victor's an enigma, and that's the beauty of the part, and why I love just seeing what John's going to throw at me next. Yeah.
He seems to be building more relationships and kind of coming out of his shell in season 2.
Yes. Yeah. That's a great observation. And I think that is something that's also challenging for him, and is serving some other, sort of greater purpose that he's, kind of dialing into. And it's forcing him to do that in a way, I think just like any of us, he's also someone who, we need, the greater part of this story, if it's about all of us, and how we adapt, to the harsh realities of life, if that's just one of the themes of the show. I mean, connection is such a big part of that. The humanity of this show is such a big part of that. And so, in terms of what Victor is and represents, as this kind of, I guess, self-imposed exiled guy, kind of staying away from everybody, he needs that connection just as much as everybody else does, and I think that just brings him closer to who he is this season.
Right. Okay, I have to ask, since he encounters so many, what was your first reaction when you saw one of the creatures for the first time?
Both of us, Liz and I, when we saw them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, take away.
Oh, okay. Well, it's interesting because as we filmed it, my first encounter was with background wearing pretty just vintagey sort of clothes with some basic makeup. And then, of course, you really don't see the monsters. Even we don't. In some situations, we don't see them until they really are all filled out with CGI and everything on screen. Except the one that got Cautry, she was freaky. She was freaky to see. She was the first one that I saw with the teeth and, no hair. Yeah. But often they look so benign. They're like nice people from a small white picket town in the US 1964.
Yeah.
But they get crazier this year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was, we should do a shout out to the to those guys.
Yeah.
The team with the monsters, particularly when the season. Yeah, it's like outstanding.
Yeah.
What we were. I know, yeah.
It was pretty great when you're in the makeup trailer and then they send him over from Patrick Baxter. They turn up in the makeup trailer and you're like, holy crap. Like just walking around on the back lot kind of thing. And it's amazing what they do.
Yeah.
That's a trip.
Yeah,
I
it is.
just got the message that it is time for me to go. But
Okay.
I would like to say thank you both so very much for taking the time to talk.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much.
And I love your voice.
Oh, I love the accent.
Oh, your accent is just so delicious.
So musical. Yeah. Love
That's
it.
Georgia for you.
Is it Georgia?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank
I
you
love it.
Beautiful.
so much. Well, y'all have a great night.
Yeah, you too.
You too.
Thank you.
Cut.